Good evening. Good evening and welcome to our online viewers. I am Pat Simons, President of Herndon United Women in Faith. I want to thank all of you for being here tonight, and especially our many teams that helped to pull this wonderful dinner and mission pen presentation together, and also thank you for your donations. I also want to introduce our leadership team. Everlutis Lopez is our wonderful vice president. Our circle chairs are Judy Young for the Katie McGuire Virginia Greer Circle, Brenda Thomas for the Mary Martha Circle, Debbie Borden for the Morning Glory Circle, Shelley Klett and Jennifer Thompson co-chair the Naomi Ruth Circle. Our other team members are Lavinia Kibler, Chris Miller, Marcia Henderson, Lindy Marshall, Janice Watson, and Joanne Whitener. Tonight you will be hearing stories about several of our church family who excel in mission work to God's glory. These special individuals will be awarded a mission pen by the Herndon United Women in Faith. Who are Herndon United Women in Faith? Well, our roots go back over 150 years. We were actually United Methodist Women for the last 70 years. Last year, UMW was rebranded to attract younger women. We have a beautiful logo. We have a wonderful website, which is actually an online United Women in Faith. It's uwfaith.org. But I have to tell you, gathering in person is a lot more fun. Our name changed, but we have the same purpose, which is to help women, youth, and children. We offer opportunities for spiritual growth, fellowship, and mission in our Herndon community, within the Virginia Conference and internationally. We offer 2 retreats for all women each year. We have one coming up this Saturday. We expand our horizons by participating in a book reading program. And you would be here all night if I told you which circle did what and what we do together. So I'll just touch on a few examples. Some of our local missions include preparing hypothermia dinners, making and sending cards to our church family, sewing Christmas stockings and stuffing them with toiletries for Embry Rucker residents. We also make beautiful Christmas arrangements for a homebound family and to sell and support our missions. At the conference level, health kits are assembled for survivors of natural disasters. At the international level, yellow pill bottles are collected and cleaned to send to foreign countries. Cards are sent to support Methodist missionaries. Many of these activities are shown on the tables here in front, and I hope you enjoyed our wonderful slideshow. Please take a minute to check them out. And finally, ladies, I invite you to visit one of our circles or small groups. Please take a flyer with you. Now let's get this celebration started. It is my pleasure to introduce Joanne Whitener, a longtime friend who happens to be our mission pen coordinator. Please welcome Joanne.
Good evening, everybody. I was just escorted by handsome Fred over here, so we can get it going. I'm Joanne Whitenan, the Mission Pen Coordinator for Herndon United Women in Faith. And it's just a great joy to be here and to honor all these special people who will be receiving mission pins and special recognition pins tonight. Over the years, the women of the church have had various names. Among them are Women's Society of Christian Service, United Methodist Women, and now United Women in Faith. Our purpose states, and I think you saw it on the screen, but I'd like to read it again. We are a community of women whose purpose is to know God and to experience freedom as whole persons through Jesus Christ, to develop a creative, supportive fellowship, and to expand concepts of mission through participation in the global ministries of the church. Since 1969, when the records of recipients began, mission pins have been presented each year to recognize members who serve God in special ways. Earlier presentations may have been made, but we have no record of those. The process begins with nominations from various circles and other church members. A committee of representatives from each circle meets to consider the service of each nominee. After careful consideration, they are presented to you, the congregation. This year, 6 pins will be presented. However, some are unable to attend tonight, and they will be presented at a later date. Because the names are kept secret until the presentation, those unable to attend tonight will be revealed later. I'd like to ask those who are making presentations to come forward, please. First, Shelley Klett.
Is this on? Okay, thank you, Joanne. This quiet, humble Christian has been a faithful member of Herndon United Methodist Church for over 30 years. If you need help with something, this person is one of the first to volunteer. Even though she and her husband are busy being caregivers for their grandchildren, she finds time to help with many mission projects, including making bows for greens arrangements, preparing a hypothermia dinner, making a dish, or giving a ride to someone in need of transportation. She was the lead preschool vacation Bible school teacher and planned the lessons for the rest of the preschool vacation Bible school classes for many years. She is chair of the preschool committee. She is a bright piece of sunshine to all she meets at Ashby Ponds and is a good ambassador for senior living. She has a positive outlook and a calming presence. She is a member of Naomi Ruth's Circle. I am honored to present this pin to Ellen Ballack.
Is going on his trip to Disney World today. He left. Thank you.
Now, it is my pleasure to present one. When God gave out talent, can you hear? When God gave out talents, this person received a special portion for music in many forms. She began singing in children's choir when in preschool and continued through 2nd grade. She joined the Herndon Children's Choir when she was in the 4th grade. While in middle school, she participated in youth choir and hand chime choir, and sang in youth musicals as well. For 4 years, she accompanied the children's choir and occasionally played for the Relax and Renew Saturday worship service. She was a Girl Scout for 13 years. Her Gold Award project was a week-long music camp held at HUMC in the summer of 2004. It was titled 100% Chance of Fun, a musical. There were multiple music and performing arts activities included singing, guitar, step classes, and hand chimes. She also planned and directed music for a VBS at St. Timothy's Episcopal Church for 4 summers, 2006 to 2009. And that was a blessing for those congregations as well. During her college years, with less than 24 hours notice, she was called to direct the HUMC Christmas Orchestra when the music director became ill. In 2011, she became the director of children's music at HUMC, where she directs the students singing, playing hand chimes, and in 2021, a ukulele group. She also participates in the Wesley Choir, an adult handbell choir. Her beautiful voice can be heard at times singing a solo. In May 2013, she earned her master's in music education from Ithaca College. In addition, she has earned certification in several levels of Orff and Kodali teaching methods. This person brings joy to her students and fellow choir members, and all of us benefit from her knowledge, professionalism, enthusiasm, love of music, and children. It is my great pleasure to present this to Margaret Frost Tobath.
Good evening. My name's Lavina Kibler, and I am working with this lady, Elsie Blau, to prevent not one, but 2 mission pins. And also, for those of you who get my emails, I'm sorry. So this person is part of a tandem couple and has been a member of Herndon United Methodist Church since 1987. As a quiet Christian, this person has helped behind the scenes with the school backpack program, reading and lighting Advent candles, helping make and sell Christmas greens, attending gift dinners, and regularly attending Sunday evening worship services, as well as various special services and events. This person has taught in the Herndon United Methodist Church's preschool for many years. She began occasionally volunteering at the Closet in Herndon around 2000, but following retirement in 2011, began volunteering more frequently. In 2015-16, took over from Ruby Wheeler as Herndon UMC's representative coordinator and began working more and more hours as the store extended its hours and donations increased. In 2022, she worked 1,200 to 1,300 hours, all as a volunteer. At the Closet, this Mission Pin nominee works various jobs and tasks as needed to include sales, moving and rearranging merchandise, intake and sorting of donations, pricing items, hanging clothes, helping customers, shelving products, checking the quality of donations, working the Everything Christmas sale, and anything else that needs to be done. In addition, a large part of her work involves sorting the huge number of toy donations received, each needing to be checked, to be checked to be sure they are in good working condition. This work is often done after store hours, at home, or on the weekends. And in going that extra step, this person has, on occasion, arranged to pick up donations from someone's home to take to the Closet. Along with regular updates to the congregation, she recently participated in a Real Talk with Pastor Scott on the background, focus, mission, support, and volunteer opportunities at the Closet, as well as the need for donations and volunteers. She is a member of the Fortnightly Women's Club, participating in club activities such as helping with the yearly book donation project and being a docent for the Herndon Holiday Homes Tour. And now, Elsie.
Okay, this person is the other half of the tandem couple and has been a member of Herndon United Methodist Church since 1987. This person has worked quietly behind the scenes. Okay, thank you, Julie. This person, too, has worked quietly behind the scenes with the school backpack program, reading and lighting Advent candles, attending gift dinners, and regularly attending Sunday evening worship service, as well as various special services and events. This person began volunteering at the Closet around 2000, but has been much more heavily involved since 2017 when taking over from Louise Rooney as HUMC's second representative coordinator. After the Closet reopened from its COVID closure, this person has been an almost daily worker, and in 2022 has also worked over 1,200 to 1,300 hours, all as a volunteer. At the Closet, this Mission Pin nominee also works various jobs and tasks to include sales, moving and rearranging merchandise, intake and sorting of donations, pricing items, helping customers, shelving products, checking quality of donations, and the Everything Christmas sale. In addition, with his partner, this person has voluntarily arranged to pick up donations to take to the Closet. This person helps with the website as well as the newsletter for the Closet, and last year was elected to the board as vice president, still a volunteer position. With his partner, this person has given regular updates to the congregation and recently participated in the Real Talk with Pastor Scott on everything relating to the Closet. He voluntarily provides computer assistance to Bright Paths, a nonprofit social services organization in Fairfax County that provides crisis assistance and self-sufficiency supports for low-wealth working families in Northern Virginia. And, as an aside, if you ever want to see some spectacular photos of stars, planets, and comets, this is your go-to person. This couple is clearly doing God's work as good and faithful servants and are very deserving of a UWF mission pin. It is our pleasure to present these pins to Betty and Bill Airy. Yeah, we can.
This one. Good evening. Can you hear me? This is so slow. Can you hear me? This person has been a longtime member of HUMC and is instrumental in many of the behind-the-scenes workings of the church. During the 22 years of his service here, he has served in the following ways. 3 times Staff Parish Relation Committee, serving 9 years. Lay leader since 2016. Chair of the Finance Committee. Strategic Planning Team. Former certified lay speaker and currently serving as the chair of Missions and Ministries team. Other activities he has participated in are Methodist Men Group activities, usher and greeter, district at large rep to annual conference, Bible study teacher, upward basketball devotional leader, hypothermia dinners, parish and church minor maintenance, rise up against hunger, confirmation mentor, youth mentoring manager, and hospitality host. This fine Christian man served his country for 28 years in the U.S. Air Force. Following this service, he has centered on training and professional development for staff and volunteers serving vulnerable and disadvantaged populations. He has served at-risk youth through national and local mentoring programs in faith-based and secular communities, as well as military families and special populations like children of prisoners. He has worked with dedicated people at the International Youth Institute, SAIC, Their Mighty Things, and Mentor Prize with AmeriCorps members in an office here in Herndon, UMC. He developed innovative methods for successful outcome-oriented and process-based results in the public, nonprofit, and commercial sectors. The organizations he has served include the National Guard Yellow Ribbon Program, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and over 5,000 grantees under the Compassion Capital Fund. Since retirement from full-time work, he has dedicated his knowledge and experience to community service efforts at Prison Fellowship International and currently with the Armed Services Ministry of the American Bible Society. We are proud and honored to present this special recognition mission pin to Mr. Jim Sievers, who is doing God's work at HUMC and in society by using his gift to better the world through his dedication and love. Congratulations.
a joy to see all these wonderful people who so deserve this pin, and it's been an honor to present them. Thank you all for coming tonight and supporting United Women in Faith and those receiving their pins. We appreciate all the thoughtful nominations that were made, and we extend our congratulations to each worthy recipient for their service to God and HUMC. I'd like to ask if each recipient would stay afterwards so we can have a photo. And I would also like to have a request. Following our time tonight, we would need some help putting away tables and chairs. There's going to be some that are left for the retreat on Saturday, and Ever Ludis is our go-to coordinator for that. So if you would stay a little while and help. Thank you so much for coming. It's been a wonderful night.